Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna review, or let's say it's a comparison video of these two Holy Grail primers, the Milk Grip Primer and the Elf Grip Primer. I wanted to try it personally. First, I went ahead and got this one, and it was okayish for me. It wasn't of a great experience, like it was kind of fine, but I also wanted to not miss this one, so I got a travel size in this and I wanted to do a comparison video. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I have prepped my skin, moisturized and everything done. So now let's move on to the comparison. I'm gonna apply Elf on the right side of my face and Milk on the left side. So this is the packaging of Elf. It's a pump packaging. It looks very similar to the Milk, slight faint blue color, but this felt very gluey. It felt like literally I'm applying glue on my face, and I couldn't apply it like a normal cream. This I had to pat it down because otherwise it created that white kind of thing on my face. So I had to pat it down like as you see the white color thing, which if I drag my primer in. So then the same Milk also comes with a pump packaging. This is very faint green, almost like transparent, and it felt very easy to apply. I could apply it like a normal gel on the face, and it was very easy to use, and also it didn't drag my skin because the Elf like immediately started drying off, whereas the Milk actually gave me time and I could even apply it like a normal cream. I didn't have to pat it dry. So this is how my face looks after applying the primer. Both sides very similar, glossy and dewy. I'm just giving it a little bit of fanning to let them dry before I apply my foundation on. So for my foundation, I'm applying my Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation in the shade 3Y56. This shade is kind of bit like a little too orange for me, but nothing that I couldn't work with. So I'm gonna apply it all over my face and blend in a stippling motion using my brush. With also something that I want to mention here is with Milk Primer, I could drag my foundation down and apply it like in a swiping motion, whereas in my Elf I only could pat it. So that's something I can't depend on Elf for, because sometimes if I'm in a rush I just swipe my foundation on, which I can't use. You do it with the Elf primer. Other than that, very similar. Both were looking extremely similar. So now once blended, they all look very seamless, and this is the Milk side and this is the Elf side. I don't find any differences at all. Level of luminosity is more on the Elf side, whereas in Milk side it looks very natural. And for my concealer, I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape. So this is how my face looks after 2 hours. I'm a bit sweaty, but other than that, my face kind of looks very glossy and dewy. I don't feel anything on my face. I don't feel it heavy or anything. Just looks a little luminous than usual, but other than that, I really like it. So yeah, let me check in after some time. So basically, this is my makeup after around 5.5 hours. Now I don't feel anything heavy on my skin. I don't even feel like wearing anything. Also, I wanted to mention that this foundation is something I'm wearing for the first time, and the color is kind of looking a little off. And apart from that, everything looks normal. Yeah, my skin feels really nice, and there is a little bit of cracking up. That is because of my oily skin, and I am extremely oily. Took my daughter from her tennis class and it was super humid and super hot and sweaty there. And yes, my makeup did survive. It didn't, melt off. That's a good thing for me. So I'm gonna blot off, and this is the Elf side and this is the Milk makeup side. So let's see after blotting which one survives better. I'm gonna blot off the Milk side first. That's a lot of oil because I am very oily in summers. So this is the milk makeup side. I'm gonna leave it aside. I'm gonna do my elf side now. So this is the elf side and this is the uh, milk makeup side. So I think both look very similar, and I feel that after blotting it even feels a little bit more fresher, and I don't find any difference at all. Yeah, I don't see any difference in both of them. So it's basically personal preference and how much you want to spend on such makeup. To scrutinize very strictly, I feel the milk makeup side, my blush is a little bit more pigmented, whereas my elf side is kind of, disappeared. So apart from that, everything is in place, and I'm really, really happy about how this thing works. And a lot of creasing is happening under my eye. That is because of my concealer, and yeah, I had a little bit of thing going on. So other than that, I'm gonna check in after 3 more hours. So this is 5.5 hours check-in. So I will check in around, now it's 5:30, and I will check in around 8 or 9. So I'll have this makeup on. I've just blotted. I'm not going to do anything else for my makeup, and let's see how this makeup still stays up. So for now, no melting, it's not breaking apart. So for me, this is okay on a very, very humid hot day. We're sitting on a tennis court. Imagine how it must be. So that kind of a humid place, this makeup survived. I'm not sure if this is because of the primers or the foundation I used. I used the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. So this is the 3.5 hour check-in. I blotted at 5:30. Now the time is 8:30, and as you see, it's still super good and nice. It's time for me to take it off, and it's almost really very late in the night, and I'm gonna have my dinner and other stuff going on. So I'm gonna remove this makeup off. Apart from that oiliness around 5 hours mark, this makeup was really good and comfortable on the face. Till now, I don't feel like any different in my face, as you see. And also, I would recommend both of them. Like they are really good. I personally like the feel of the milk makeup, so I will be continuing to buy this one rather than the elf one. But yeah, both are very similar. You can go ahead and call it like exact dupes of each other. So yeah, meet in another one. Bye guys.